In this video, we are going to be covering searching contracts in Cobblestone Contract Insight. We're going to be covering like 2.5 methods to search contracts today. The first of which is going to be our quick search up in the main menu. The quick search will look up words or phrases you search for in the system. Initially, it only looks by contracts within fields and attachments, but we can configure it pretty easily to look by other record types too, like employees or requests. Okay, so we searched the word consulting, and we have quite a few results. We have 457 results. To use this screen, it really works like any other list screen we've talked about so far, where I can go to my column headers and filter this down if I would like to. So let's say I want to filter by a contract amount less than $10,000, less than or equal to $10,000. I could do that, right? I can also combine these filters if I want to. Say I want to filter by contract amount and department, or like the contract type and the expiration date. That's fine. It will filter my results for me. I can combine my results to find exactly what I'm looking for. And again, as we covered in a previous video, I can also sort my results. I could put the results in ascending or descending order. All I have to do is click the column header once, and it puts it in ascending order, and the second click puts it in descending order. Over on the left, once I found what I'm looking for, I can go ahead and click View. It takes me to the record where I can manage it. And I can click export. It downloads the results for me in Excel. Okay. Those are fairly basic search functions in Cobblestone, pretty consistent throughout the system. For a few unique things regarding the quick search, I could take a look at my source column, and this tells me exactly where the word or phrase I searched was found. The left icon says that the word consulting, in this case, was found in metadata, aka a field or subtable. And the right icon says that it was found in an attachment. So this tool does look at your attachments so long as they are like Word docs or they are OCR'd. Directly to the right, I can see a preview of where the word is found in our documents. In this case, it was found on 2 pages in one document. I may also click the caret icon over to the left, which will open up a preview of the files attached to the primary record. And there's our documents right below. If we want to preview them, we can, or we can just download them right from here. So again, this quick search is a nice basic search of the system of your contracts. So I use this most often when I want to run a pretty simplistic search. Next, let's go look at a more targeted search of our contracts. I can go to my main menu, down to contracts, and then find search contracts. This will allow me to perform a more targeted, narrow search of my contract data. So I can go to my drop-down list, and I could see all of the contract fields I have in my system. And you'll see, of course, the contract fields that you have in your system. And I could choose a field. Let me choose a pretty basic one to start. We'll go with department. And I can choose a value of that field. So I have a list of all of my departments in this case. I could choose which department value I'm looking for. I'll go with administration and search. And voila, here are all the contracts in my system where the department field equals administration. Right. Pretty basic. I could probably accomplish that easily with my quick search, but I could also run things that are much, much more specific, like the need by date or the material adverse effect, right? Or the party name, the partnership, the plan LOB. You get the point, right? These are really specific fields. They house a very particular kind of data, and I can run searches just within a value of that particular field. So if you ever have the need to run a very targeted search of your contracts, this is maybe the best way to do it. Okay, and some icing on the cake on this page is I can go to my side menu here and click View All. This is maybe the only place in the system, the only easy place in the system anyway, to see a big indiscriminate list of all of the contracts you have in Cobblestone. So you can go to Find Search Contracts, go to the side menu and click View All. There are all of the contracts in your system without any filters or sorts or anything, just a big list. Okay. So those are the two primary options for searching contracts. Now, I said at the beginning I'm going to cover like 2.5 options. Let's go talk about that half right now. That half is going to be using ad hoc reports. Okay. And I say it's half because we are going to be covering ad hoc reports in more detail in a later video. We're just briefly introducing them here in terms of searching. So let's take a look at our reports. I can go up to my main menu, down to My, and then ad hoc reports. This is the easiest way to get to your ad hoc report list. An ad hoc report is the primary reporting tool in Cobblestone and is essentially like a saved filtered search. It's like an advanced search where I could basically set up some search parameters, some conditions for my system, and the report will always give me those exact results. So I have like active contracts over 10K or contracts expiring in 90 days, or for a very specific example, active contracts expiring in the next 90 days over $50,000 in the IT department. Sure, right? Whatever. It doesn't matter. The parameters can be anything I want to, so long as it's data I'm tracking in my system. But long story short, in lieu of having to go up to the search bar, the quick search, running a basic search, and then filtering down to find this information, or filtering to find this, or whatever this is, I just have a report for it. Whenever I want to see contracts or other record types that fit some parameters, I could just build a report for it and access the report whenever I would like it. So if you find yourself doing the same search over and over again, it's data you need kind of right at your fingertips, you could just build a report for it. And I honestly love reports, and I use these all of the time to organize my data. And it's probably the most advanced searching option. Okay. So these are ad hoc reports, that half option, right? We are going to talk about these in detail, all about ad hoc reports and how to build them in a later video. But this is everything I wanted to talk about regarding searching contracts in this video. Thank you.